Welcome to Andi-Co Australia. My name's David Jones, and today I'm going to be talking about the Liebherr WKt 6451 Single Zone Wine Cellar. Now you'll notice obviously from the styling, the colour, this is a solid door unit, and basically it's designed for storing or long-term storing of any particular type of wine, reds, whites, champagnes all together. So this one here, this particular unit, 312 bottle capacity. Now bearing in mind that whenever we measure bottle capacity with wine cellars, it's always measured on the 750ml Bordeaux bottle. So that's the standard across the board. So burgundy finish, solid door, same colour sides, top of the unit, basically a beautiful looking styled unit which is perfect for either storage in sight or just tucked out of the way to look after our long-term investment. When we have a look inside the unit, we will notice we have a light that illuminates as soon as we open the door. Obviously no light inside necessary because of the solid door, but you'll notice that the shelving all the way through the unit gives us plenty of storage space. So that's the important thing. Up the top here we have actually the control panel. Now the good thing about the control panel is it's there whilst the door is closed, so even with the door closed we can see what temperature the unit's at, and also we have a key lock which when the door is closed obviously we can lock the door and look after our investment of our expensive wines. So control panel, very, very important. Temperature zone. Being a single zone unit, we can set the temperature from anywhere from 5 to 20 degrees. Now because this unit is mainly designed around long-term storage, it's generally set, now just so that you know, a door alarm, obviously the door is open, so we have a door alarm system which informs us if we accidentally leave the door ajar, which obviously is extremely important. So temperature zone we can set for long-term storage 11, 12 degrees depending upon your preference, and the whole idea is because there's actually a fan that circulates the air in a circular motion, it keeps the temperature exactly the same all the way through the unit. So whether it's full or empty, whatever temperature we set it at is going to be a solid block of that particular temperature. The other thing that's extremely important is the humidity level. Now humidity level is set somewhere between 50 and 80%, and that depends upon the humidity of outside. But the average between 50 and 80 obviously is 65, which is the perfect humidity. Humidity means that if we have wine under cork, the cork's not going to dry out or swell up, so we're not going to lose wine or get too much air in there. If we have screw caps, it also means that the seal in the screw cap won't dry out and shrink, and we won't obviously lose wine that way. So humidity extremely important, and that's the same all the way through the unit. The shelving, you'll notice the shelving itself is actually natural beech timber. Now untreated, so there's no stains or varnishes that are actually going to put foreign odours into the unit, and obviously being a timber shelf, the bottles will stack and cradle perfectly so that they can rest obviously for longevity, and we can actually add shelves to it, although more often than not it's not necessary, so we can actually have again that full 312 bottle capacity. So shelving extremely important. When we have a look, as I said initially, the light, obviously there's a light when we open the door, not necessary when the door is closed obviously because it's a solid door unit. The compressor mounted at the back of the unit is actually mounted on separate rubber buffers. They are separate from the cabinet itself, so when the compressor starts up, and compressors do vibrate when they start, we're not going to get that vibration transferred into the cabinetry and therefore moving our wines, which is extremely important that we don't get that process. So recapping just very, very quickly, solid door, obviously no UV light's going to get in, no temperature's going to escape, so solid door for long-term storage is preferable. Control panel, outside the unit when we have the door closed, so we can actually see what temperature the unit is at, which is again important. Temperature anywhere between 5 and 20 degrees. So let's say, for instance, we wanted to fill it with champagne, then we would fill it at champagne and set it at 6 degrees for drinking. If we wanted to fill it with red wine, we could fill it with red wine, set it at 15 or 16 degrees, which is a perfect drinking perfect serving temperature. Humidity level between 50 and 80%. So we are looking at the average of 65%, which is perfect to look after our corks and labels, etc. Shelving, untreated natural beech wood. There's a charcoal filter mounted down the bottom. The good thing about the charcoal filter is that if we get any odours being drawn in, because these units do breathe, the charcoal filter will purify and keep the air inside the unit perfectly clean. The compressor mounted on separate rubber mounts so that when it starts up we don't get any vibration. So here we have it, the Liebherr WKt 6451 312 bottle single zone wine cellar. Thank you.